Hey y'all, this is Cadet Tech Sergeant Hillary Nguyen. Thank you for clicking onto our podcast today. Jeremy Doan and Leah Gentiluxi will be joining me, Manny Monteclar, and Rosella Giralde for our podcast. We really apologize for all of the audio glitches, but we still hope you enjoy. Without further ado,
Today is the first EPT podcast, number one. Um, so let's introduce ourselves first. Hi, I'm Manny Montclair.
I'm Hillary Nguyen.
So for today's APT podcast, we are going to be talking about music, and today's guests are going to be, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, I'm Leah Gentiluxi.
Thanks for joining our podcast. Especially this is our first one, so each of the hosts is going to ask a couple of questions, and then basically this. Yeah. All right. So first question is, what is music to you?
Alright, well, music to me is kind of like a unique experience. Pretty much, like, I listen to music for, like, the feeling, you know? So, a really good song can make you feel, like, a certain emotion. Like, a really, can make you, like, so sad you'll start crying tears, you know?
Okay, well, for me, it's like a way to vent and like understand how I feel or like express.
Okay. Second question. What was your big music inspiration?
So I guess my big inspiration is, like, growing up, music has been, like, a part of my life, pretty much. Like, my entire dad's side of the family are all musicians, like, sing, they can play an instrument, etc. And then my parents made me learn violin and piano, like elementary. And I played violin through like up to like high school. And then I actually didn't really start singing until like 10th. I did that in secret, so yeah.
For me, my father is a musician, so I learned mostly from. It started out with me learning the piano. Then I moved on to violin in elementary school. Then ukulele in middle school. Then a bit of guitar mixed in as well. And I started like ever since I could talk. But yeah.
All right. Before I go on the next question, by show of hands, like how many instruments do you guys know how to play?
Oh, actually, I played cello for like a year, so I guess that's like 4.
Like even for like 1 month, or even like for 1 hour, you know how to play that.
Yeah, yeah.
Five, five, four. Interesting.
I actually had a question. So, for both Jeremy and Leah, how did your musical like instruments from when you were younger like influence you today and your music today?
Well, I guess if I didn't start learning like piano, I probably wouldn't have really gotten into like learning about music and then playing other instruments. So yeah.
For me, if I didn't start like at that early age, I probably would have gotten into it or like anything.
If What would happen if you guys never even tried having a musical experience in your life? Where do you think you'd be at?
Dude, I'd probably be like the most boring person. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have music, I wouldn't really have anything else under my belt.
If I didn't have music in my life, I probably would live under a rock. Like, actually, like I would not be as happy and cheerful as I usually am.
I definitely agree with that because there are times where I feel like really sad, so I'll just blast like K-pop ballads. And if I'm like in the mood or like if I have my like BTS playlist like on shuffle and it like comes to like I don't know like Converse High or something, which is like a pretty like somewhat upbeat and like happy song, right? So I'll just like get up and start like dancing because like why not? So
Oh,
it just like really it like really like affects my mood. So
Mm.
Yeah, same with me because like anytime I'm down, I always just blast out my K-pop playlist on Spotify. Always helps me calm down. And then every now and then I'm always jumping up, and then my family's always asking, "What are you doing?"
Oh my god. I always like take full advantage of like when I'm home alone. Like and I'm starting to blast music in my AirPods. If the whole neighborhood's quiet or something, I immediately like turn on my what was it? My sound based system and instantly just start having my own little Mnet show.
that's really good because it helps with you with your confidence, right? Because like
Yeah.
music just brings out that like expression, so you're just able to like fully express yourself, fully just put yourself out there. The reason I'm like pretty confident in speaking to people, like at least uh like presentations and stuff, because that's like scripted for me, is because of like choir. I was really quiet, but like in fourth grade, uh my fourth grade teacher was also the choir teacher, and he kept pushing me to like put myself in the roles, and he also like helped to direct like the school plays, so he would tell me to like try out for like the bigger roles, and I that and I continued throughout like grade 6, 7, 8, so like middle school, right? And that helped me really build who I am today, because otherwise I'd kind of be just like in the corner. But because choir is like a performative art, you have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like a musical fail moment? Or do you want me to start first? Because
Yes.
also in yeah, also in grade 4, we were playing this recorder piece, and I think it was like the vice principal came in or something, and we were trying to, and I like got really upset because I knew there was supposed to be like a rest, so like nobody was supposed to like play it like this one part in class, so like in practice I was able to do that, and then I got so anxious when the vice principal came in that I was the only one who played during that part. It's just really embarrassing. Yeah, and it was really awkward. And yeah, so I haven't that down yet. So what about you guys?
I was part of band in like 5th grade, and I was playing the clarinet, and I didn't realize that I was hearing like I was mostly hearing the flutes because there were a lot of flutes in the class, and then I saw like one of my like let's just say like one of my enemies looked me in the eye, like dead in the eye. I got so scared that sometimes when you play the clarinet, if you blow too hard, it squeaks. And so I blew it. Oh my gosh, I blew it too hard, and everyone looked at me after that. And it was during a concert,
Ooh.
like a recital.
Oh my god.
I haven't lived that either.
Yeah. Oh my god. It was during this it was like actually one of my uh final orchestra performance, right? So let's see. I had to go reread a measure, or like I forgot what you call that. What was it? I don't know. Like I had to play the second bar, but I accidentally replayed the first bar again. And the thing is that the second bar starts with like it starts at a silent beat, right? I played the first bar, which is like the loudest measure ever. Worst part was I was in the front of the row of the whole orchestra. I was in the cello section, so you could tell which cello actually played that.
Oh.
And for the whole entire concert, just I think I almost cried at that point, but then like at the same time was like laughing it out. But yeah, to this day, it still hasn't got out of my mind. But I think you learned something from that.
You kind of learn how to, if you make a mistake, play it off so that the audience doesn't know, or like bring attention if it's like appropriate to. So like if you mess up in a play, you could like spin it to be like goofy. So yeah. Did Jeremy and Leia also want to share their
I guess like I think it was in like 7th grade or something. We were performing, and then I remember like one of my strings went out of tune in the middle of the song, so like the entire intonation was off, and I was like, oh shit. So I just had to like embo it the whole time.
For me, I was performing. So I took an ukulele class at my middle school, and I was performing a song, not in front of like the whole school, but just in front of the class. And there's this like really, really hot part. It was Hallelujah. So me still trying to figure out my vocal range, my voice cracked. Like it was the worst. And like all voice cracks. Like it was like really, really bad. And then I like died. So I just finished the song and then out.
I have a pretty funny story about Christian. So he was also orchestra with me. He was playing cello, and then we were playing 1812 Overture. Song is the one with like the cannons and stuff. So to simulate that, we used like bags and we blew them up, and then we were gonna like stomp on them. So Christian on the floor, and we were practicing the stomps. Stomped on his bow. He freaking broke it in half. That was so funny.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Ooh, do y'all remember going to like Disneyland and stuff for like middle school orchestra?
Yes.
Dude, that was like the best part.
Yes.
Honestly.
I'm doing
Yeah,
a
for like
podcast.
to do like the festivals and stuff.
Podcast for APT.
How was that for you guys? Because for us, we went to Knott's Berry.
I think we did like we alternated, so we did Knott's one year and then Disneyland the other. No, I got lucky because I got it twice.
Right, I actually had a
Nice.
headache that Disneyland trip. I actually went twice, but 8th grade, oh god, I had a bad headache.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Was it from,
actually
like, the
from
rides and stuff?
Hmm?
Was it from like the rides or something?
Not from the, I guess I don't know, maybe the heat, but I don't know, cause like Matterhorn, it was like the last ride I ever did, cause like it was at the time where Al had to leave, so I actually almost vomited, and that was actually my first time riding that thing, cause like the lines were like really too long, so
Mhm.
Never been on a roller coaster.
What?
what?
Dude, you're missing out.
I've
It's
never
fun.
been on a roller coaster. I'm not scared of heights or anything. It's just like I've never gotten the chance to.
Oh,
Do you
that's
not go to theme parks or anything?
I do. Like I've been to Disneyland too many times.
Did you at least go to Incredicoaster or Point Screaming?
No, I've never been
so
on
good.
the roller coasters.
Why not?
Because
I
I go
actually
there for the food. Don't judge me.
No, okay, that's valid. That's completely
That's valid.
valid.
That's valid. That's valid.
Oh my gosh, the Disneyland in Japan, their food is like on point. Like you can never
my God.
complain.
God.
Yeah, I feel like
I want that.
like the concept of Disneyland itself for the food is like, ugh. And then like California food is like, it's just built different.
They're
Mhm.
like, you know how the 7-Elevens here are just like sodas, beer, ice cream, and chips and candy. Like
Yeah.
there, like you can get a whole meal. Like I went there every day because it was down the street from the apartment we were staying at. Yeah, highly
Dude, that sounds
recommend
bomb.
going to Japan.
Dude, that's bomb.
That's so bomb. So, do you guys have any tips for people who want to go into music?
Okay. Well, I guess some tips that I can give. Like if you want to, like for songwriting and stuff, usually I like to write about stuff that have like a deep emotional connection to me. And then usually I just come up with like random melodies and lyric ideas at like most random times, like at 2 a.m. or something. And then so I usually keep my notebook around. So definitely have like a notebook or your phone ready so you can just like jot down any lyrics real quick because you'll probably forget them like right away.
For me, if you're feeling like insecure about posting something, like a video of you singing or anything, like either like send it to a friend and ask for their opinion or just like YOLO it, just like put it out there. The worst that can happen is it doesn't get a bunch of likes, but there's always going to be someone who really likes your music.
Yeah, I will literally hype up anyone that posts their music. Leia knows.
I guess for me is maybe try and find what you're into. If you want to play an instrument, go ahead. If you want to sing, go ahead. If you want to dance, go ahead. It's just what's gonna stop you is what's the question.
And it's also like, don't be afraid to try new instruments, new music styles and stuff. Because like I just randomly decided to try my dad's guitar during quarantine, and I found it really fun. So my parents got me a guitar for my birthday. And yeah, it's pretty dope.
Nice. I would have to say, like, if you're passionate about something related to music, I would say don't hold back on it. And if, like, say you want to play an instrument, stay committed, because if you're faithful to your daily practicing, you'll find that your progress is encouraging, and then you'll go far with that.
Just in general, because I do like choir, right? So like for vocal techniques, if you're like able to get education or like even like a little hint from somebody, like just take it because it can be really helpful. And it might not be something you generally do, but maybe trying it out and it like works better, or maybe just having it in your pocket in case somebody else needs that information. So yeah. Do you guys want to plug your music accounts?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so my artist profile on Spotify is called Remy, so it's Remy, and it's all caps. And then I have a music account on Instagram, Remy Does Music. Yeah, I post like covers and sometimes original stuff.
For me, my only music account is on Instagram, and it's leia.c.music. And I usually just post covers there. So yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. That's our first ABT podcast. Really happy that this went well. I really got to know more about everyone here. We did expose ourselves just a tiny bit, but that's okay, right? So this closes our first ABT podcast. Look more into the future, and yeah, we'll see you guys then. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.